Today I will present the master defense of the thesis name a flexible magnetoelectric field transistor with the magnetically responsive nanohybrid gate dielectric link. My name is Minh and my the e-name, Professor e-name. This is my content. In introduction, I have 4 sections to introduce. First, the introduction. I show the importance of the magnetic field in society and the issue of the magnetic sensor based on the ohmic patterns, electricity and the energy effect. And the second section, I propose let's keep and in the introduction, magnetic field have many use in the ancient and modern society, and magnetic field have many applications such as environmental surveillance, manual exploring, and safety monitoring. From now, there are many magnetic sensors based on the magnetoresistive effect or Hall effect. However, almost the structure doesn't work well at large distance, and they show the limitation in the precision application due to the offset voltage. And from a few decades ago, any magnetoelectric effect have shown interesting in many applications such as the magnetic sensor, harvester, memory, and speed electronics. And almost the structure they build based on the particulate structure, laminate structure, or vertical structure, as you can see. However, magnetoelectric structure also shows the limitation of the performance due to it based on the common structure, MIM structure. So, and moreover, almost the structure is built on the release substrate. That means it's difficult to apply to the electronic of the flexibility. Moreover, their material ECT was on Teflon cobalt are too brittle to apply the wearable electronics. Therefore, in our research, we propose and suggest the magnetoelectric magnetic sensor based on the organic field effect transistor. So they have many key advantages when we use the organic field effect transistor, such as the lightweight, high flexibility, easy processing, low fabrication cost, can integrate into the variable format, or it can apply into variety flexible electronic system. And to develop the AD composite, we would like to suggest or introduce 2 kinds of material: PVDF TFE as the piezoelectric material and cobalt ferrite nanoparticle as the magnetostrictive material. Polymer PVDF TFE is chosen because it has the advantage of the organic flexible material. Cobalt ferrite nanoparticle is chosen because it easily embeds into the polymer piezoelectric phase. And if we combine the PVDF TFE and cobalt ferrite CFO, we will have the magnetoelectric composite as the gate, and we will integrate the AD composite as the gate dielectric on the organic field effect transistor. If we integrate the ME composite as the gate dielectric on the OFDT, we can solve the limitation of the ME performance by using the gate electrode to amplify the output signal. Moreover, we use the ME composite as the laminate cathode structure to avoid the leakage current compared with the particulate structure as I showed in this here. So before I go to the research, I would like to show and introduce the concept of magnetoelectric effect. Magnetoelectric effect is the combination of the piezoelectric effect and magnetostriction effect. And the magnetoelectric effect happens when it induces the polarization or magnetization when we apply the magnetic field on the electric field in the ND composite. So there are 2 kinds of the ND effect affect to the ND composite: direct ND effect and indirect ND effect. In the direct ND effect, when we apply the magnetic field to the ND composite, it will the magnetostrictive material will change the shape and transmit the strength to the piezoelectric phase. When the piezoelectric phase gets the strength, it will make the charge at the two phases and make the polarization in the ND composite. In contrast, in the indirect ND effect, we also get the same. When we apply the electric field, the piezoelectric material will get the strength and make the polarization and induce the magnetization to the ND composite. So, before this is the overview structure of the MB4FPT device. In the cross-section, to develop the MB4FPT, we deposit the nickel as the gate electrode on the polyimide substrate. Then we deposit the Venesen channel, soft drain, and PTC encapsulation by the thermal evaporation method. This is the MB composite we check by the APCN image. So as you can see that copper CFO is sandwiched between two layers, PDF TRE. PDF TRE is developed by the crystallization from annealing at the 140 degrees for 2 hours and then reduce the time to make the crystallization. Copper is developed by the broadcasting method and evaporate the solvent ethanol to make a thin layer. And figure 1C and figure 1D is show the top view of our device. Now I show the characterization of the MBOFPT. First, this is the characterization of the MBOFPT. When I switch the drain voltage from 0 to -40 at the different gate bias, from 0 to -40. At different gate bias, I have a different modulation of the current response. Moreover, I measure the leakage current and show the very small modulation. That means it has room for the forming process later on. To achieve the polarization in the PBA TRE, we succeed by the forming process, as you can see in the figure 2D. We execute at the 80 degree for 2 hours at the -40 voltage to make the polarization inside the DDF TRE. And as you can see in the figure 2B, we see that there is no saturation of the current at the different gate bias. That means the hole there is a large hole at the interface of the Venesen, and as a result, there is no effect of the hole of accumulation from the gate bias. To detect the magnetic field, we expect that there is a lot of interference output signal can be happen under the magnetic field. And we expect that there can be magnetoresistive effect in the Venesen channel and magnetoelectric effect in the gate dielectric. So we propose the AC-gas method to separate the interference output signal in the transistor. And moreover, we find out the domination of the effect in the NEOFET as the MR effect and the NE effect. This is the formula of the AC gate bias method. From at the formula 1, this is the total current response of the ND2 current response from formula 2 and the mean current response from formula 3. To calculate the equivalent voltage in the piezoelectric material, we form the ratio of the mean current response and the amplitude current response, and we achieve it at the formula 4. This is the measurement setup of the MB magnetic sensor, as you can see in the figure 3. Drain and gate voltage was fixed at -5, and the frequency was applied 0.5. The vertical magnetic field was applied direct on the MB magnetic sensor, and the intensity is changed by the distance between the sample and the magnetic field effect. this is the data of the currency bond of the MEOFPT. As you can see, with the different magnetic field intensity from the 35 millitesla to the 600 millitesla, they show the current response of the decreasing and under the magnetic field and recovery to the baseline without the magnetic field. To serve our proposed with separation of the parameter, the important parameter we want to extract is the channel mobility in the pentasand channel and the equivalent voltage D0 in the piezoelectric material, as you can see. Both of them show the phenomenon by the decreasing while the magnetic field is increasing. So, in case of the channel mobility, we attribute to the magnetoresistive effect has been occurred in the channel by the whole voltage. I mean that the whole effect. When the magnetic field applied to the MEOFPT, the pentasand channel of the mobility will be bent, and it will bend to the each other side, and it will be decreased. Then it will be saturation because of the maximum of Lorentz force. On the other hand, in case of the MEO effect, in case of the gauge dielectric, we attribute to the magnetoelectric effect happened by the coupling between the PVD of E and cobalt ferrite CFO nanoparticle. As you can see in the figure 5C, without the magnetic field, there is a random off domain of the CFO nanoparticle between the two PVD TOE layer. And when we apply the magnetic field, the domain of the CFO nanoparticle will be alignment with the external magnetic field. And then, as a result, it will be decreasing the polarization of the PVD TOE. And as you can see in our data, the equivalent voltage D0 of the piezoelectric was reduced. So, as in the figure 5, we found that when we apply the magnetic field, there are two effects can excite simultaneously. That means there are the magnetoresistive effect and magnetoelectric effect. And continually, we extract the magnetoelectric coefficient from the equivalent voltage D0 by the formula in the figure 6, as you can see. So as you can see in the figure 6, the magnetoelectric coefficient will increase up to the highest and then reverse up to the 600 millitesla. This can be caused by the modulation. The modulation of the magnetic field is higher compared with the modulation of the magnetoelectric coefficient when we calculate. That means, and as a result, we can achieve the maximum magnetoelectric coefficient at the 70 millitesla. And then it will decrease the modulation up to the 600 millitesla, as you can see. And to make the reliable device, we evaluate of the MEOFPT under the cyclic bending system. We try from the 1,000 cycle to 10,000 cycle to check the deformation of our device, as you can see in the figure 7a. In the figure 7a, we show that the magnetoelectric coefficient will be changed slightly when we increase the cycle bending time. And to be more known clearly, we calculate again the equivalent voltage D0 inside the piezoelectric material. Then we see that equivalent vortex will be decreasing when we cyclic bending more time. And I believe that when we check the cyclic bending more time, the CFO covariant layer will have the less the domain. Okay, we will less of the domain type, less of the domain, and then it will reduce of the polarization of the PDF of P. So you can see that the equivalent vortex of the PDF is slightly reduced. However, we can assume that our device is stable because its change is very small. Conclusion: we succeed in the design and develop new class of the flexible ME-ONTT magnetic sensor by integrating ME nanohybrid gate dielectric for detecting magnetic field. By using gate bias method, we can separate the effect of the MR in channel and ME in gate dielectric. And by fabricating the ME device in flexible substrate, we can promise of the ME or FED can combine with other functions